Hey guys, Mrreeeee here. Look, we're gonna do a Cinderbrew Meadery here. I'm doing a +9. This is week 1, and hopefully to do like a commentary to try and help you through the dungeons. Usually this is a lost pool at the start. You can get a lot of good value out of lusting early. Hopefully we say, well, I should really buff some people here. Hold on one second. So not much happens here damage-wise. Is sometimes there's a bit of keg. You'll hear my audio going off, which will do a lot of damage. Um, Otherwise, that's the only real AoE and this single target stuff that, as healers, you need to manage. But for DBS here, we're just slamming our lust. Just pump out the dam. You can use your personal on the slam if you're a bit worried. I mean, I'm still not topped up, unfortunately, here, so we're going to do some healing. Oh, I could have got surge there. My surge missed. There is a bleed going out, I believe, on the tank as well, but that keg's a pretty big heal. You'll see the chef guy walking around. He's a do not pull kind of guy that you kind of want to avoid here. But these mobs are pretty chill. You just want to be careful getting too many keg guys, and that's why you kind of like do one side of the room. We're up shit creek here. The Shui is going to be... I'll see what I can stun. You can see the personals going out here. Yep.
Feet.
They got buffed too. This is what not to do, and you gotta be real careful of this keg guy, because he starts throwing stuff on the ground. He does the knockback, which interrupts your healer. Mixed with the slam. Maybe I can save the priest here with the shield.
Feet.
Otherwise, his stuff's pretty good. So there's a channel going me right now. Again, this is a 9, doesn't do much damage, not to worry about. Maybe just where the keg. Oh, Tenderize gonna knock us back here. We've done pretty well to keep this back alive, honestly. I'm gonna try and heal myself. And then usually you would do Chewy by himself, but we kind of gamed it there. And he does, of course, the feed, which you need to dodge. Try and blast him down.
Defensive.
Nice. Then we'll pull up some more bombs. Hopefully pulls a bit more here. Kind of like... I'm gonna do some pulling here. Free pack, might as well kill everything off the field. Kind of BM if you do that, but you know, what are we gonna do? Again, there's these like single target dispels. You can see there's a bleed currently on the tank you have to worry about. But pretty much that's the first room. Pretty basic. Just want to keep the Chewy guy separate and just pull around. First boss, pretty easy. Slam him. Does a bit of again that keg smash. Just don't stand in those puddles. He'll throw it. Don't stand in it. It's a very dot. It's a frontal cleave to dodge. And then intermissions. The intermission, we have to go around and you'll see us feeding the bar people. There's 3 on this side, which is your DPS. There's one actually close that healers miss. That's the healer one. I'm trying to break these affixes. Nice. And then one on the right side, which is supposed to be for the tank. So it's kind of set up like that. See if people can use it here. So hopefully the healer gets that close one, and then we'll go get the far ones here. They did nerf this. This was kind of tough. So 2 done. Tank did that one. Done. Now these swirls start to come out. These randomly chase players. We've talked about it a bit in my guild around do they follow the closest, but we think it's just RNG with it, really, if anyone can confirm that. Again, we just stay far away and dodge. Pretty easy fight. Dodge his frontal. And then we'll get a second intermission phase. There's a lot of single target healing. You get, you shoot defensive if you get that the brew onto you. Yelling me like that, I would use a defensive now. That dot does hurt. I'm Gonna get 1 ascent, which is unlucky. So far away. Alright. Happy hour again. Again. You
Time
should try, if
spiral
you're
in
playing
8.
DBS, you should try and get these back 3. You can't bob it personal here, but it did get nerfed. I don't think we picked that up then, did we? What happened there? One got sniped and I slowed us down. This is terrible for us. Try and game it. Hell yeah. This is definitely, like, the harder part of this dungeon is definitely the second half. Hyper can be disgusting. Again, that dots on me, I should really personal it up. You definitely should be looking at personal. I've actually got a second one now, which will be quite spicy. But the boss will die. Cool. I like going left. We're being BM'd right now. I advise going left because you really need lust, not for this boss. I'm gonna tell him.
Volley.
Hopefully we go left. Because the other boss is much harder. While trying to game my abilities and type. Not much happens here. There's one honey volley interrupt that's super important. The bazooka you just need to soak. A bit of bleeds coming out here, but a lot of the mobs here is just a void. But the you'll see an interrupt for me. Bit of an AoE. Very good that we're moving. The other is definitely better for lust. You want to lust the other boss. People listening, like we're doing a pug right now. Yeah. So that side there is a an interrupt with the B, and it slows. These packs here, not much happens. There's a small interrupt that does a lot of damage, but you're really looking at the hobgoblin. The hobgoblin do a stun here. Well, there is a totem mechanic that usually gets deleted most of the time. A lot of extra damage I'm now losing because I'm doing the actual mechanics of trying to get some damage out before it gets sniped. So that charge mechanic here, the hobgoblin will pick someone and charge to him and then do an AoE. You really need to aim that to maximize short. Dodge it if it's targeting you, and then also don't send it into other packs. That will like wipe your key. We lost a lot of damage there because we were doing the other guys were tunneling. I was doing the affix. Yeah. Should make up some time here. Usually you don't. He's about to do a very difficult pull. This is very difficult. You got 2 charges you need to work about. There's also the totem mechanic you're hearing. So it's dropping a barrel. That barrel needs to be focused down. Those explosive barrels you see there. And if they go off, I'll try. This is like I said. Hopefully we get some rings here. But you usually don't double pull this. As you can see, it's quite ridiculous. I'm trying to drop what I can here. And while talking to you guys, the totems are the focus, and then you just need to be careful. So charge on me. I need to dodge this charge, and also not let it run down far away. And well handled. This blood DK is doing some insane damage for a blood DK. Oh, we can see that totem again. Your natural cleave will get it. As an evoker, if you're watching Cinderbrew, you just smash him. For us. Breath it. They just spawn. Really should just pull. These are a lot of damage to the tank. They're good to pad on if you want to be a padder. Get big numbers. Get a nice big damage pump here. Personal that targeted. Interrupt boiling. Let just cast. I don't like game ending casts, but you should always look into interrupt where you can. Again, another crazy pull from our tank. Guy loves to send it. Really,
Charge.
there's that charge.
Totem.
You just gotta be careful. Totems and charges. Interrupt what you can. Sometimes people pull back so you don't get this second hobgoblin. Healy just got hit.
Totem.
We can get a quick res of that. B res, hopefully.
Charge. Charge.
Try and Zephyr. There's a lot of personals on me. Gonna die there. A lot of damage. Could have rescued maybe. Try and get that absorb shield on myself. And that's most of the damage. 2 charges there. Linked with all the smaller cars. Your hobgoblins are
Charge.
definitely your focus in here, and those are barrels. Flying here, so we got some free pad, free buff people. Hopefully he clears the whole room.
Totem. Totem.
I think I didn't
Totem.
have my charge there. Again, there's not much here. You're just avoiding the ground. These mobs are pretty easy. The standard nothing mobs. They have some mechanics that you interrupt, but you know, it's just like interrupt if you can.
Totem.
Like those free samples can do a lot.
Totem.
Interrupt them.
Totem.
These barrels need to die right now. So a barrel went off them with that heavy debuff stack popping. DBS unfortunately weren't going for it. Keep sending it.
Totem.
Here my add-on. If you get the weaker pack, I've definitely linked some videos to it. That's yelling at totem. That's telling me the spawn of those barrels. But like a totem mechanic. Watching this back, you're like, why is he yelling totem all the time? That's why. So you should clear this room 100% because you need a lot of movement around this boss. This boss is pretty easy in the sense there's not much really going on. You'll blast, he'll do a spinning phase which you'll see, you need to dodge. And then adds are the focus, they
Feet.
cannot hit him. So here we go, we hit feet. The dodge phase, you get personal, reduce a lot of the damage here. This is mainly a damage for the healers to deal with. And you'll see ads spawn. Now if the ad hits the
Ads.
boss, so this guy hits the boss here, he'll get a shield. And that shield pretty much wipes. So your goal is make sure these ads never hit the boss. Oh, it's a lot of damage here in this line like that. Blast, and you just focus. TRA here's like, they'll spawn in different ways. It's unfortunate we lost a healer then. So they'll come back up and he'll also spawn again. The really here is around... As a DBS you can't ignore these.
Feet.
It's good being an
Ads.
evoker and I can really send
Feet.
it. But you see in between the movements here.
Ads.
Oh, we're gonna heal. Oh, a nice chain of ice there. Try and... Once you're in a good position like this, which has been tanked real well, you can go back to hitting the boss. If those slimes are just CC'd for too long, or they're not killed, they actually grow in size and then are immune to CC, and then will just slam the boss. So they have to be your focus as a DPS. You're absolutely trolling if you're not focusing it.
Feet.
Alright, we're gonna So he has like,
Time
again, he
spiral
doesn't
event.
move when he's doing this casting
S.
stuff. So again, we just want to try and... You probably focus at some point, which we're doing. Nice, that was really well done. That's why you need the full room there. Because as they're spawning those ads, you know, it's kind of like really cool that you CC monks are super good for that. Ad spawn, ring one, run through. So you need a lot of movement. Again, not much here. You really just need to get... Well, hopefully that B interrupt will come off of my screen. You can see that hopefully we'll see it come up.
Volley.
That volley is super important. That's the prior. Some more stuff to avoid. Bazooka just does a frontal. I think the tank can soak it. I mean, that's what you're just personaling otherwise. That's annoying that we didn't get that. Not getting an
Volley.
eternity, says us. Volley again. The volley, dodge circle, dog rings. Personal that shot. What happens is that volley does like a huge amount of damage and then slows
Volley.
everybody. So it just has to be dealt with. Because then this will happen and then you'll get slowed and you're already half health. It just gets quite rough, you know? Alright. Blasting again. All these packs are similar. It's just repeat, repeat, repeat. Those back ones don't move as much. It's really good. Like this, having a DK makes it so nice. He says, come and play, and then we just blast them all. So that's on me, I'll just personal.
Volley.
There's that volley. Oh, I got it. You can interrupt Beastal, but it's definitely not the prior kick. Just good to get rid of. Cool. Next boss. One more of these packs. Pretty chill. Personal that. Looks like
Volley.
a pet has pulled there. I got the volley to send, thank God.
Volley. 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 Volley.
Oh, it's annoying. Knock my disintegrate. A volley went off there. That's why we're slowed. And we lost someone. That was one volley we missed. And we instantly lost someone.
Volley.
Cool. This boss is pretty easy. There are blades you can see on there. You can cleanse or heal through. B, you just want to blast. There'll be bees will come down. You blast the bees. There's a knockback. Pretty straightforward fight. Yeah. The
S.
key mechanic here is that those barrels need to be destroyed. And you destroy them by using those bees. So we'll see here. Knockback will happen. So it's AoE in 4.
Defensive.
There's a good point to defensive this damage. You get knocked back. And then you get on these bees. You hop on and you shoot them to destroy the barrels. And that's it. Rinse repeat. And you need to prioritize killing the bees and getting the
X.
barrels. You kind of just cleave the bees. And then you must get rid of the barrels because they're actually doing it. They increase the damage of the dots. See here, this bee has aggro on me, so just be careful of that.
Defensive.
Oh, so all our DPS system, this might be a wipe. I don't know if we can get the healer up. Yeah. So this Meadery is like insta death. So they got knocked into the maid there and insta died instead of avoiding. Still timeable. So I guess the knockback is a lot of damage. Don't get knocked back into the maid. Good time to personal. Be careful as a range. Like I said, you can get aggro on those bees, but you really just want to focus boss. Bees come in, burn. Boss moves, shoot the bees, burn the boss. Like
Ads.
barrels. It's a really good opener for us. You can also hit like multiple barrels at once.
Defensive.
And if the bees get caught into the so they already shot that instantly. Got rid of all of them. Perfect. One onto this group. Bit of damage there onto our tank. The bees fly over the honey as well. They get that damage boost. Try and
Defensive.
oh yeah, there's also a I didn't say much, but there is a tank slam that happens around the boss. And you'll see there that a melee if you're real careful for that. This group is super on top of the barrels. The melee is doing a great job. So really, if you have a good melee, as soon as like the ads die, you just pump, right? And shoot out.
Ads. Defensive.
We get knocked back here. Some heals. Might Zephyr the next one. Grip. Devavoke is really good for this. Zephyr this knockback.
Defensive. Ads.
These barrels are instantly going down. Pump boss, new base comes, sees that barrels.
Time spiral in 8.
New ads. Get them in. So much damage here. Deal with that.
Defensive.
That's the bee done, man.
Ads.
If there are mobs here, you can actually just, if you interact with any of these mobs, as soon as you get up here on the B times, they just don't follow. So some pulls, they just ignore that and run through.
You take out my barman, my prototype, and my beekeeper. And now you're riding my bees like some nature-loving weirdo. I guess I'm gonna have to show you and your rock-headed friend.
Alright, you want to focus one of these. They'll probably, you should focus skull, focus a target. Every time you kill one, they come back full health, so you just blast them. You can pad single, like for most of my natural cleave, the only thing that I wouldn't, you know, cleave down is my Eternity Surge as a level 1, because I don't really need the pad. I still want to do full Fire Breath for the Evoker. Again, just dodging your feet here. I work out where they're at. This one's the lowest here, X. And we'll go next one. Easy, dodge, burn. Pretty easy dungeon. I think the hardest boss I mostly see wiping on is just the second boss with the ads. Like if one ad hits the boss, that's over. Like bad pathing or a bad stun, and the key's dead. Alright, last boss. We're here. It's like Bomberman. It's usually just dodging fire the whole time and the tank watching the frontal cleave. So these barrels explode, and you can just make them explode with this, the tank mechanic. So his job should either hit. He didn't actually break one, which is interesting. I'm assuming he wants. There's two ways people do this. So one way I say here, where because it actually applies a dot after they explode too, when these bigger ones. So we'll see they explode. Here comes the fire. You need to dodge. I have seen it where the range looks like the range here, like the DPS, the ones clearing the bigger ones, they have to be cleared for the dot. But sometimes, because of the tank mechanic can clear,
Defensive.
what can happen is that the tank clears and the DPS does too much damage. So
Defensive.
usually before you degree that either the tank, he's been throwing the cone into the wall, and then the range do it. But I think there's gonna be a lot of barrels here. That was bad of me. And then we reset. That's the whole phase. And that's like an AoE pot. So we go again. Just blast. Frontal, the tank's out. He's not sending it to any barrels, which is interesting. So then we have to clean the barrels as DPS. So 2 came out. They're going to put it on. Force the explode from the bigger ones, which will put a dot. And then you dodge. So the tank mechanic there has been thrown into the wall. It can be used to also clear. But again, you can get quickly out of control. Alright, small barrels cleared. I did a bad cast there. We then group up.
Defensive.
Good time to defensive. This is like the AoE stuff here.
Defensive.
Big healer
Time
cooldowns.
spiral in 8.
I can buff that monk. And then big dodging. Easy, and then reset. What an easy key, guys. And this was done with randoms and with 200 MS. With random Americans. Keys are achievable. Boss it down. Surprised that we didn't get the mechanic once here, by the way. That's a timed Meadery. Hopefully that commentary will help you complete your Meaderies. And yeah, I'm Mrreeeee, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. Any more advice or like to see, hit me up. Peace out.